title in Acapulco, and she is the reigning mixed doubles champion at the Australian Open from France, Kristina Mladenovic. In 2001, he was crowned the men's singles champion at Wimbledon. 22 career singles titles, former world #1 from Croatia, one of the great characters, Goran Ivanisevic. He is the reigning US Open men's singles champion. He's collected 13 singles titles during his career. Currently ranked number 9 in the world from Croatia, Marin Cilic. This year she won the singles title in Istanbul and now has 22 singles titles to her credit. Currently ranked number 8 in the world from Denmark, Caroline Wozniacki. An ex-royal has won 7 Grand Slam singles titles. He is the reigning men's singles champion of Wimbledon. He is the reigning singles champion of the ATP World Tour Finals. 48 singles titles to his credit. He is the Knowles #1 from Serbia, Novak Djokovic. And folks, with Novak is Georgiana McCarthy, who has won the outstanding competition of my IPTL seat. And she is going to sit with the Musafir.com UAE Royals, and with her idol, Novak Djokovic. She's going to sit with Marin Cilic and with Caroline Wozniacki. And Georgiana, well done, the winner of the my IPTL seat competition here in Dubai.
Of course, she's a very sensible person, isn't she? 17-year-old Georgiana McCarthy from the UK, who's won the contest, #my IPTL seat contest. Big fan from London, flown over here to Dubai, sit with the team. And she said that Novak Djokovic's my favourite player, obviously, but earlier on she told us it was Juan Monaco. What's the deal with that?
That's a pretty cool experience as far as that young lady is concerned.
She did say she'd take quite a fancy to Juicy as well.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that as things develop on the bench.
I will.
So both teams are set for what promises to be an interesting match, because of course there's still very much to play for as far as the Musafir.com UAE Royals are concerned. Heavy favourites against the DBS Singapore Slam. As you look at their roster, you think these guys can play well. They haven't performed to the best of their ability here at the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League. And I think one of the reasons for that is that Josh Eagle just hasn't been able to understand what his best team is. It's a wealth of experience to draw upon, but he hasn't recognised his best formation. Let's get courtside now with Craig Willis, who's down there with the captains.
Well, we're joined by the two coaches. Before we do the toss of the coin, what was the idea? You normally would do your haka type thing here, but you went to the other side of it. Was this a psychological advantage, Josh, you tried to get?
Absolutely. You're just trying to intimidate the league leaders. They've been going really well so far in this competition, so we're doing absolutely everything we can to try and upset them.
We'll see how it pans out during the night for you, mate. Well done. Zara's back. You did such a good job last time. We've invited you back to toss the coin. We have our chair umpire, Mr. Blom, who's going to explain how the toss works.
Thanks, Giuseppe. We're going to do the toss, and we've got Zara here. She's going to make the all-important coin toss, and I'm going to ask Josh, because he always thinks I never ask him. Josh, would you like to call? Zara's going to do the job.
And we know the coin has Coca-Cola or IPTL. Zara, where you go.
Cola.
Coca-Cola was the call. And it has come up trumps for you, John, again.
Look, we're going to receive. We've got Daniela Huntakova starting off in the ladies singles, so we're going to receive first up.
That's going to be a great battle against Caroline.
It's the only thing you're going to win tonight, mate. Yeah, Caroline's going to start off for us.
Jael, Josh, good luck. Good luck to both sides. It's going to be a beauty. Tennis underway in 3 minutes from now.
Well, of course, the Royals will be confident. They've played some good tennis throughout the championship. Speaking to their captain, Jael Diago, earlier today. And he said, you know, they had a team meeting yesterday evening and they were talking about all the big points that they'd lost over the course of the last couple of weeks. And now, obviously, they're very aware of the fact that every game counts and that those losses perhaps could have been turned into wins. They'd be in a slightly better scenario now rather than having to chase the aces. But they're still confident they can do it. They can win tonight and then get the better of the aces tomorrow. It's all teed up beautifully if they can beat the Slammers this evening. They start strongly with Caroline Wozniacki up against Daniela Huntakova, who's playing a little bit better now. And then, of course, it'll be interesting to see Goran Ivanisevic up against Pat Rafter. That should be quite the tussle. And then Kiki Mladenovic is in with Nenad Zimonjic, mixed doubles against Bruno Suarez and Daniela Huntakova. So I give the Royals the nod there. Nenad Zimonjic will then partner Marin Cilic against Leighton Hewitt and Nick Kyrgios. Again, I'm fancying the Royals there. And Novak Djokovic will round out the action against Thomas Berdych. That could be quite the set as well. What about you, Robbie? Who do you see as the favourites overall here, and what do you think the key sets will be?
Well, the Royals, for me, are the favourites. I guess one of the things that's happened in this matchup quite often is Goran's had Rafter's number, and he's had it on every single occasion that they've locked horns. So you just wonder if Pat can turn it around, if Goran can be off his game for once when he takes on the US Open champion. Maybe that might swing things early on and then just put that scoreboard pressure on the Royals, but we'll have to wait and see.
That should be a good, entertaining evening's tennis, that, no question about it. Right, quick rule check. 24 matches in a round-robin format. 4 points awarded to each winning team per tie. So the Aces are 3 ahead at the moment. That's why if the Royals win this evening, that will be the case. Of course, they're 7 ahead as we stand, having won earlier today. Each match consists of 5 separate sets, and after the conclusion of all 5 sets, the team with the most games wins. So keep an eye on the overall score. That's what matters. Each set is the first 6 games, deciding point at deuce, and there's a shootout at 5-all, and that's time sensitive, so not your normal tie-break. At 5 minutes, once the time runs out, whoever's leading wins. It's as simple as that. But remember, there is a shot clock. Players have to play quickly between points because they're only allowed 20 seconds to do so. And of course, the team captains play their part. You've got a timeout, a power point, which counts double for the receiver, and a substitution allowed each set. So the captain's got to be spot on, and he's got to be able to make the correct decisions under pressure. Of course, we're in our 4th venue here in Dubai, so these teams have met on 3 previous occasions. UAE Royals beat the Singapore Slammers 28-22 initially in match 3 in Manila, and of course then they met in Singapore, and 27-25, a slightly tighter affair, a different lineup for the DBS Singapore Slammers. It was nice for them, Robbie, to get back to winning ways, wasn't it? They really struggled initially in Manila, but they played well at home.
They certainly did. Serena started playing well, played some good mixed doubles with Thomas Berdych. Berdych, for me, has been their standout player, both in the singles, when he's had to play a bit of mixed doubles, and as well when he's been called upon to play some men's doubles.
Please.
When you have a look at the average games per set won, Thomas is top of their list.
And then, of course, they did meet in New Delhi as well, and that turned into a little bit of a rout there. Cilic too strong for Hewitt, and then men's doubles was poor again from the Australians. Goran was too strong for Rafter. Look at the scoreline there, 6-1. They were struggling for games until Huntakova finally got a win against Caroline Wozniacki, but it was too little.
Ready for play.
So again, it's understandable that the UAE Royals, as the home team, should get a lot of support here. Certainly come into this match as the firm favourites. This, of course, is match 22 in the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League, presented by Qatar Airways. My name's Jason Galore. I'm here courtside with Robbie Koenig. We've thoroughly enjoyed ourselves since we pitched up in Manila a couple of weeks ago, and the players have too. There's no question about that. Caroline Wozniacki, of course, was a latecomer as far as the Royals team is concerned, as was Novak Djokovic, of course, who joined them in New Delhi. Caroline joined them in Singapore for a match there, and then back here where she does a bit of training in the off-season. Remember, you can get in touch as well, get involved at IPTL. You can tweet your favorite IPTL moments, hashtag IPTL moments, and we'll add it to the exclusive fan album. Caption the photos as well, and you can get on the big screen there. Improvement throughout the competition, Robbie.
Well, it's been great to see. She really was nervous, opening 2 singles matches and looked really uncomfortable out there, but it's made the adjustment beautifully. She's been training hard as well. Just had a couple of weeks now to get used to her new racket. Working on a couple of new things as well in her swing, in her serve.
15.
Good tennis. I like it when she's aggressive. Here, Islama's bench keep telling her that needs to be the case if she's to get the right result this evening. Chance to break here then. Of course, interesting developments as well throughout the course of this competition. The Royals captain, JLD Yaga, is going to now start working a little bit with Daniela here in the off-season, and then at the start of 2015, a little trial period. So it's 2 caps this evening, right?
Now wearing the captain's cap for the UAE Royals, but at the same time, still keeping an eye on Daniela as his future charge.
It should really be removed from the bench, right? Conflict of interest there. So drop shot well. I think of all the female players, we did see Sharapova struggle initially, getting used to the format. Same with Serena. First sets weren't particularly good, but then the growing confidence and stature thereafter. I haven't seen that from Wozniacki. Yeah, she's played well, relatively, but I haven't seen her really step up her game. Fair comment?
Yeah, and this is her last evening as well, playing for the Royals, so important that she makes a big contribution here this evening.
Well, UAE Royals captain JLD Yaga's joined us from the bench there. JL, this is Jason Goodall up in commentary. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Jace.
Just wondering whether you should be removed from the bench there, because there's a conflict of interest here, surely, as the captain of the UAE Royals cheering for Caroline, but then also we understand you're doing a little bit of work with Daniela early on in 2015, is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a trial period, and yeah, we're starting right after this, so it's going to be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
So it's a nice win-win situation for you then.
Well,
just
right now it's not won't be a win-win, because I mean the Royals need to win this, and we need to win this by by a big margin to give ourselves a shot of winning the title.
Yeah, you must have been a little disappointed with the Mavericks earlier today because they didn't really come to the party.
Yeah, I think they were a little let down by last night. It was, from a mental point of view, it was very tough to lose a match like that, and we both teams knew that to give yourself a shot that we had to win last night. They had an outside chance of winning, and they were a little slow out of the blocks. Had a lot of opportunities in each match. I mean, Nestor was serving at 5-1 and he lost his serve, and if they won that set 6-1, it could have been a totally different game with the amount of games that they won in overtime.
And then just looking down the order of play this evening, which do you think will be the key sets for you? Where do you have a hunch that you're going to win those sets and garner a little bit of a lead?
Well, obviously we were hoping that Caroline can start off with a win and put us on the right track. Goran has had a good record against Pat the last 2 weeks, and then the mixed doubles to give us a little bit of a lead. You with Kyrgios is they're funny customers. I mean, they've had some good wins, but also were very one or two bad losses. And then obviously with Novak, just hang on one sec. Sorry, boys. So to throw in that PowerPoint quickly. And obviously with Novak and Thomas, I mean, Thomas has been playing well, and Novak's excited to be playing here with us. So hopefully the team will just come out tonight and get a good performance, because I mean we're still in this, and we want to give ourselves the best shot of winning.
Just tell us a little bit about having someone like Novak Djokovic in your team. Has he really come to the party in terms of the team spirit? Has he become a part of the UAE Royals?
I mean, he's been unbelievable. I mean, he really embraces the team environment. He's been very good with the team and been part of the team, always driving in the bus with us, and on the bench he's been great supporting. So it's only been a bonus for us to have him around.
Joel, Robbie here. What my concern is this evening is that Daniela's been playing well, and we've seen the start that she's had here, and I think Caroline's been just a little below par. And the other concern for me is that Goran has played so well against Pat. I'm just wondering, when is Pat going to string it together against him, and can Goran keep up that high level of play, because that was so instrumental in you guys beating them last time you played against the Slammers. Is that something you've been thinking about as well, or not?
Rob, definitely. I mean, the Slammers are a good team. I mean, they haven't had good results, but they have quality players in their team, and any of these nights when they put things together, I mean, they're going to be very tough to beat. And yes, I mean, tonight could be one of those nights. We just have to consolidate with all the opportunities that we have. We've had through the whole season, we've had so many opportunities and just not converting when we have chances. And this is coming down to the wire, where we've got to make use of our opportunities, and guys have to get up and get fired up. We can't think about tomorrow night if we don't win today.
Exactly. Take care of business today, and tell you what, tomorrow would be very, very exciting. Luffy, so I'm going to leave you to concentrate on proceedings down there on the court, because you're behind the 8 ball at the moment. Good luck for the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Joe. Hantikova has made a strong start for the DBS Singapore Slammers. Two looks from Caroline to her bench. I have to say, might need a little bit of help here. Of course, they do have Kiki Mladenovic on the bench, so JL could use the substitution rule here. She's got a good record, an excellent one, in fact. Difficulty sometimes, if somebody like Carla Wozniak, who's higher ranked and has achieved more in the game, she suddenly comes into the team, you feel pressure to play them, but it might not necessarily be the right course of action.
Yeah, if you have a look at Mladenovic's record, it's outstanding, Jason. Played a total of 16 sets, won 79 games, and averaging almost 5 games per set. That's how good she's been for the Royals. So you're exactly right, and especially when you're playing this shorter form of the game. The better players don't have time to play themselves into form. Of course, they're so much tougher to beat over 2 sets rather than over 1.
There is going to be a substitution. It needs to be made sooner rather than later because Antikova is out of the blocks exceptionally quickly here. It's the DBS Singapore Slammers who lead 3-love.
Breaking down. No, you can't hurt you, yeah.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Know what you're doing. It's going real well. Come on, here we go.
It's exactly the start the Slammers needed. It was interesting, wasn't it? They did build up a little bit of momentum in Singapore. They struggled initially in Manila. When they got once they got to New Delhi. And again here, struggling.
Love 50.
Run out of time there. So points being given to the UAE Royals, and Daniela's not happy.
If you hadn't said anything.
Something like that could throw her.
Yep.
That's a killer, isn't it? You're 90-10 up in the rally, and then you've got to start again. That's a terrible call. It's instant red, that one. Get your marching orders. Too many unforced errors.
Just can't find a range at all.
Kiki's just whispering in Jail's ear, "Put me in, coach." It's a lovely serve, actually. One of the shots she's changed technically. Doing a bit of work with Carlos Rodriguez in the off-season. He used to coach Lee Na, of course, before she retired. But he doesn't want to travel with her full time, hence why JL is on board. Hopefully they can make that work.
All to you.
Joel was saying he was impressed with Daniela's ambition. She still feels Grand Slams are out there to be won by her. Oh, it's exquisite feel. Look at the movements on the court. That's the key to the drop shot.
It helps you get more check on the ball as well when you go forward, put more slice, and the ball's just going to almost stop. Contact with the court. So this is where a good coach earns his corn.
Obviously, we're going to use the power play.
Timeouts here, and JL's used his timeouts well. This is a big mountain to climb. Although,
get one of first couple of points.
Stripping off for action, always a good sign.
Right,
Of course, Mladenovic only slated to play third match.
Are you happy being called in at love 4? Wouldn't it have been a better call at love 3?
Of course it would be, but you want to try and give your player the you know,
Just for you.
Ladies and
big
gentlemen,
opportunity as possible to play themselves
UAE Rose have made
into the
a
match. You're hoping that they're not going to go fall out down. You're hoping that they're going to win that
Mladenovic
game.
replacing
Get it at
Caroline.
3-1.
If you
So
get one of these first
Time.
couple of
just
points,
giving it a chance and hoping that Kiki can rescue the situation now, somewhat.
Yeah, a couple of games would be nice, right?
What would you sign for right now?
2. What I'd really like, Robbie, is for Kiki to win a game or two here and then just put the pressure on Daniela, because, you know, she does have a reputation of getting a little tight, and then could be quite a dramatic end to the set.
Could be. She's riding the momentum beautifully at the moment. This is the most dialed in I've seen Manchikova all event. She's swinging hard, good racket head speed, putting the ball wherever she wants to put it. Such a good return. It's a tougher one to hit. The inside-out backhand from the deuce court. If you fade across this one a little too much, it's always going to go wide, but it's so well struck. A well-struck ball never deviates from its path.
Talk about being dialed in, Robbie. Interesting talking to Gel the other day. Remember that one set where Mladenovic was in a bit of a mood? It was mixed doubles with Zimmer.
Yep.
And she didn't play particularly well, and at the change of end, she told the captain, I don't want to carry this guy, you know, saying pretty much he's not playing well enough. And afterwards, the team that night at their team meeting really got on her case, and they said that is not good enough, and we're not going to put up with it. And we need you to fight for every single point, every time we get out there. You know, and she responded well. She said, sorry, let you guys down, won't happen again. So that's what you like to hear. Everyone makes mistakes, but it's responding positively to them.
That is a whirlwind. After the double faults on the previous points, of course, she only had one ball toss, got that wrong, then hit the next one in the net. She's responded. That's the pure gold right there. Still some work to be done here on the deciding point, though.
Oh, that's world class as well. He had the shot selection there on the pressure and cross court with the forehand rather than down the line. So that does create just a little bit of momentum for the UAE Royals. Good substitution from the captain JL, but the Slammers lead 4-1.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
It's a good start. You'll remember that Mladenovic is going to play with the mixed doubles later as well, so this gives her an opportunity to get out there, warm up a little bit. Worst case scenario, fall up down with Wozniacki on the court, so at least they've got the scoreboard working in their favour now.
she's relishing this. And just needs to rock the boat of the PBS Slammers a little more. As Jason was suggesting, if she can break here, Royals are right back in business.
It's a lovely shot. She loves going up the line, off the back and under forehand. That's fine when she's playing well, she's full of confidence. That's the problem when she's not playing well. Base level of play suffers because of that shot selection.
Singapore Slammers challenging the call. Center service line, ball small count. First serve.
Perfect.
30.
A couple of those now. Absolute pearlers.
Whereas again, she attacks the drop shot. First of all, that provides some good disguise. Often the opponent thinks you're going to knife that deep.
Gives you some nice momentum into the shot as well, doesn't it? So rarely do you undercook that when you're actually stepping into it. It's when you're a bit static, you tend to hit that one in the net with a bit too much spin. It gets a bit wristy. Big point, this one. Great footwork, and then didn't suck it into going inside in on that last shot. Always a good tactic to go back behind a tall opponent with a large turning circle. Big serving. Puts her within touching distance of this opening set.
Game, Singapore Slammers.
PBS Singapore Slammers just a game away from winning the women's singles now. Can't fault Marjanovic for effort. Playing well now, Antikova.
Good quality. Most of these points are being won by winners. A few unforced errors. Oh, that's a beauty. Out of nowhere. Changes the whole dynamic of the point. Both ripping from the back of the court. So hitting a drop shot up the line, it's tougher as well, going over the higher part of the net. It's a good shot, isn't it? That little dipper.
Sensible. All of a sudden, Pat Rafter's thinking his shoelaces.
Happiness power points.
Getting ready to go. A power point counts double for the receiver. So this then, set point. this service game. That'd be a big bonus for the Royals. Another game on the board. A 6-1 set there. Daniela had set points. 5-game deficit. Suddenly she holds here, and suddenly it's only 3 games. I hear you. Lady Luck very much on the side of the DBS Singapore Slammers there. So deciding points, game point for the server, Mladenovic, but set points for the receiver, Hantakova. Good set of tennis there. Mladenovic should be disappointed, but she played a lot better than Wozniacki when she was called into action there, when her team were 4 love down. So we did suggest Hantakova is playing a lot better now than she did initially, and so it's proved. She wins the women's singles, 6 games to 1.
Nick, you want to hit some?
Sponsored by Bet365.
And you're gonna pay for
I tell them all the hell, King Kendrick, resurrecting my vengeance, been dissecting your motor mouth till I break down the engine. You telling me I only get used to living is fine? You can never live in my shoes, permanently picked from God. When the sun goes down, I scream loud, sleep when I die, but I would never die.
The thing about Sky News tonight is we have a very unstructured way of approaching the news.
We reflect in our coverage the issues that really matter to people.
There's much more flexibility, I think.
It's not a formal,
traditional,
sitting down at a table,
authorial,
question and answer type scenario.
We've got insight from our team of specialists.
Instead of just giving you the story, we actually interrogate it.
Unpick, unearth. You can hold the politicians that make the decisions to account.
The technological capabilities of how you can report are changing all the time.
Comprehensive,
in-depth,
and a bit of fun.
In reality, there are some simple truths, and we're trying to get to the heart of what those truths are.
2 crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
As the competition reaches its climax,
we think of you as our Magnificent Seven.
Our semi-finalists face their greatest challenge.
We may disagree about important things.
2 sitters, 2 opposing points of view, but who will find the unique perspective?
I think it's maybe a little bit too bright.
I haven't got enough time.
And make it through to the final.
No, you're losing the image.
Portrait Artist of the Year.
I couldn't call it now, could you?
The semi-final, Tuesday at 8 on Sky Arts 1 HD, or catch up on demand.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Perfect start, really, for the Slammers. They've been telling us all along that they feel like they're close to playing well and winning matches, but it just hasn't panned out that way for them, apart from when they played at home in Singapore. But they couldn't have asked for more from Daniela Hantakova. I think she blossomed when Serena came in, took the pressure off her. She kind of really got used to the team environment then, and now has gelled very nicely with the rest of the team. As a result, it's just a little calmer when she gets out there on the match court, and that allows her to play her best tennis. Wozniacki was poor initially, subbed by Mladenovic when she was love 4 down, so there wasn't a lot Kiki could do. She actually played well. The last 3 games were highly competitive, but initially Wozniacki just made way too many unforced errors. She'll be disappointed with her performance. Up next, Legends singles, Goran Ivanisevic up against Pat Rafter, and of course a little later on, Novak Djokovic against Thomas Berdych. Now, what about tweets, Robbie? Anything interesting? Anyone been in touch that you want to give a shout out to? We've got Philip Arsenal, it's a funny name, at IPTL. Loves the fact that Federer and Djokovic got together in Delhi, and what a set they played. 6-5 to Federer. I mean, couldn't have been any better. Megan's been in touch as well. Andy and Masha, is that...
No, Masha is, of course, Maria Sharapova.
That's right. Celebrating when they prevented a bagel, rather. Yeah, in the mixed doubles, they were struggling a little bit, weren't they?
Yeah,
those
well,
two?
Daniel Nestor did say that the Mavericks had improved since Andy and Masha left, didn't he?
Didn't he? But he said, don't say that on air, otherwise I'll be in trouble next time I see Andy.
I know, Andy will be all over him, and so he should be.
Rohit has been in touch as well, liked watching Agassi and Sampras play, but I mean, these guys didn't play particularly well, did they? And Agassi did get involved in the team environment. Sampras, not so much. So all sets for the second set of the day. Goran Ivanisevic against Pat Rafter. Legends singles, match 22. Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League, presented by Qatar.
Second set. Singapore Slammers to serve.
Josh Higgo with some career-defining tactics to Pat, suggesting that he just needs to get out there and win. With a bit of colourful language before it.
Keep it nice and simple. Has hit his forehand well in this competition so far, and serve's been outstanding. There's been problems for Rafter when these two have met.
Problems are becoming with the return of serve. Goran has just been so dialed in.
30-15.
Daniela Hantukova's joined us from the DBS Singapore Slammers bench. Daniela, Jason Goodall up in commentary here.
Hey
welcome and
Thank you.
Congratulations. I thought you played some outstanding tennis there. Were you pleased with your performance?
Yeah, I was. You know, it's always tricky when they change up the opponents, and I had to adjust my game a little bit once Kiki was on the court, but I'm really glad the way I played and gave our team a good start.
Of course, you've been with us since the very start in Manila, and we've seen a real improvement in the quality of your tennis since then. What was the most difficult thing about starting in this format initially in Manila for you?
You know what, coming into this, I changed a few things technically, so it was a little bit tough to try to you know, do it right away in the match, especially with the new format and the different rules. So I just had to adjust myself and you know, try to work on my game every day hard in the practice in the gym, and you know, it seems like it's been all paying off.
Did it help you a little bit when Serena came in? That kind of took the pressure off you a little bit. Then you were able to get used to the sort of team format and the rules generally. And then when you, seems to me, when you've then come back out and started playing post Serena, you've been a lot more confident.
Yeah, definitely. Those days I used really well to work on my game hard off the court and you know, in the practice, and definitely it helped so much to have such a great champion in our team. She was great for all of us, and I just tried to do my best to, you know, fill up her space when she was gone.
Daniela, Robbie here alongside Jason, just watching that set unfold. You know, when I watch you play on the tour, you have quite a lengthy routine between points, but I quite like it when you get on a bit of a roll like you did tonight, and you're actually playing a little quicker because you've got the momentum and you're using it so positively.
Yeah, exactly. You're so right. I know what you mean. I've been taking way too much time in between the points, and that's when all the thinking comes in. So definitely this has been great, great for me, great practice, and it's forcing me to do new things, which is always great after so many years on the tour. And it seems like it's, like you said, it's really going well when I'm playing a little bit faster in between points.
And what about your attacking game? I love it when you're taking balls out the air, when you're hitting good backhand cross courts and moving in behind it. Is that something you need to do a little bit more of next season?
Yeah, definitely, especially when I want to, you know, play good against the big girls. That's what I have to work on to find my way to get to the net, which is not easy because the girls are playing really fast these days. But you know, that's something I've been really working on hard in the practices, and hopefully next year I can transfer that into the matches as well. And obviously, you know, having somebody like Pat in our team, it's given so much help. You know, trying to work on my volleys and trying to listen to his advices.
And the UAE Royals captain, JL Diago, was telling us that he's going to do a little bit of work with you initially, both here, post this competition, and then in Australia. And if you looked very closely, he was secretly clapping for you during that last set of tennis. He was already supporting you. But what are you looking to get out of your relationship with JL? What do you see in him that you think might help you?
Yeah, I mean, we're just starting, and you know, like we talked about, coming into the net more and working on my volleys. There's also Carlos Rodriguez in my team, which we have already worked for 3 weeks before coming here. So, you know, I hope it's going to be a nice combination to have both guys behind me, and we'll see what next year is going to bring.
Well, thanks for joining us, and all the best for 2015, and good luck a little later on this evening in the mixed.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Danielle.
Again, it's just bringing in the heat. A thing wrong against Rafter. Guesses right here and executes.
This is exactly what the UAE Royals needed. It's been a tough competition for Pat Rafter. Came in with a good reputation. He'd won a lot of events on the Seniors Tour, the Legends Tour, whatever you want to call it. He has struggled here. Not for the lack of effort, that's for sure. Oh, how's that pick up? That is simply sensational tennis. Because how good was the return?
I mean, points are worth their admission fee on their own. Should get double for pulling off a half volley like that.
Look at the response from the bench there. That's what I've liked about the Slammers. Even though they've lost many more matches than they've won, Josh Eagle, the captain, has maintained a good team spirit. He said yesterday, yes, you know, when they got down in matches, they were losing a little bit of confidence and struggling a little bit with the team spirit, but generally speaking, a bunch of guys there. What a game from Goran Ivanisevic. I've been so impressed with him in this competition. He's played so well. And today, he leads 3-love. He's brought the Royals right back in it. 6-4 now.
Give yourself a big target on your server.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Struggle with forehand occasionally. Not too much. short backhand slice up the line was the shot that did the damage. That one right there. So difficult to outmaneuver Rafter from that position.
So nice that he came in behind it. Otherwise, you know, he would have lost the initiative in the rally.
He's been able to do every time that they've played. After gets a hit in the count, he produces the bomb. Break point and a look at the second serve.
Big points to wrap this forehand rather than the backhand. Deciding points after choosing the juice side. Frustrated now, and he lost too many of these sets, and relatively comfortably too. Oh, and so full of confidence now. Very good use of the momentum. And look at the scoreline. World's right back in it. It's 6-5 to the Slammers overall. A strange set so far. Certainly didn't think Kantakova would win so handsomely in the women's singles up against Caroline Wozniacki, remember, initially. We thought Goran would be the favourite here, but I certainly thought Rocky would make it a little more competitive initially. The service game now.
Very well.
Just like in women's singles, gets the Slammers on the board, and they've now got a 2-game lead overall. But of course here, it's the Royals who lead, 4 games to 1.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Last time these guys locked horns, 6-1 in favor of Ivanisevic.
15.
So he won't be getting a Christmas card from Pat, will he?
Decent foot speed.
Forward 2-15.
had an answer for everything that Rafter has thrown at him throughout the duration of this competition. Starting to rub a bit of salt in the wounds now.
It's a tough format, isn't it? If you're up against someone who you don't particularly like playing, bad matchup for you. Just going to keep playing them time and time again. I mean, that's magnificent. Pace, accuracy, fantastic shot selection. Couldn't the point any more intelligently than that. Of course, so effective.
Singapore Snappers have scored and sign off.
So timeout called by Captain Josh Eagle just to give Pat a chance to get his breath back.
Good time, mate. Doing well.
It's a tough one, isn't it, for Rafter? Because I think on paper, when we look down the legends, we thought it was a good acquisition, didn't we, initially?
Yeah. He did say he would have liked to have done a little bit more training coming into this one because he has a nagging thigh injury. Generally prepares very well for all his events that he does play, but he's about 2 months short of full match fitness. Have to add another game to the scorecard here.
50.
There, but how good was the return? I love the way he was able to get his body out of the way of the ball and still hit an aggressive return.
That's the one you're talking about there, and of course then he's in control of the point, you think. And it just went off the does guess, right? The ball hits a let.
Body 15.
Reading the serve so well. In the competition, the way you would have suggested that Goran's return of service one of his main strengths, but that's certainly been the case, especially against Rafter. So Djokovic-like, wasn't it? Nice and deep, centrally, so a high percentage play, but of course highly effective. Server always finds it difficult to get out of the way of the ball there. That's more like it. It's like the Rafter of old. Right there.
Stephen's choice.
Sure what the problem was there as far as Rafter was concerned, but the overall problem was that he was completely outplayed by Goran Ivanisevic throughout the course of that set. I mean, hardly put a foot wrong there. And look at the overall score now. It's 7 games apiece.
Go that side, I'll go that side.
Sponsored by Bet365.
What are you in the mood for? Do you want to have fun with the girls?
I'm ready to take this party by storm. Like, I'm woman, hear me roar. You're a really good dancer.
So are you.
Thanks, I know.
Are you looking for love?
Such a cliche. You seem like a really nice guy, but why do you think I go on so many bad dates?
You could overthrow an empire. Spartacus!
That is not my name.
Or become the true detective.
You ever see something like this?
No, sure. Something happened to a girl, and we need to know if any of you knew her.
Of course I'm dangerous. I'm police.
And uncover the biggest murder mysteries.
Sherlock Holmes, Jane Watson. He's a criminal genius. No! Sorry, I mistook you for a corpse.
Whatever your mood.
Triple smiley face with tongue protruding.
Come on! Oh, what can I say? I'm in a good mood.
Sky's got it covered with the latest and greatest box sets. Available on demand now.
I still don't understand why you're leaving us, Aggie.
That's always been the plan.
But what are you going to do in the Cotswolds?
What normally wins the quiche competition?
The winner of the best quiche is...
You prove there's a murderer in the village, people will stop blaming you.
Agatha Raisin.
Yes.
Police!
What's wrong with you people?
Agatha Raisin and the Quiche of Death. Boxing Day at 8:30, only on Sky 1 HD.
Sponsored by Bet365.
A couple of one-sided affairs initially. Daniela Hantakova playing very well against initially Karolina Wozniacki and then Kiki Mladenovic. Goran Ivanisevic continues his rich vein of form, especially against Pat Rafter, surrendering just the one game. So it's honours even, 7 apiece. Up next, a bit of mixed doubles. Nenad Zimanic will partner Kiki Mladenovic up against Bruno Suarez and Daniela Hantakova. Slammers have tried a few different combinations as far as the mixed doubles is concerned. Are you happy with this one, Robbie? Do you think it's their strongest?
Yeah, probably. I think it's not easy. Bruno hasn't had too many runs, but I thought he played decently yesterday. And I think, you know, it's like anything. The more you get out there, the better you're going to get at it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Suarez and Hantakova get the W today, given how well Hantakova played in her single. She's going to be brimming with confidence, and if Bruno can just return a little bit better off the forehand side, he was exemplary off the backhand. I think it's going to be one for the DBS Slammers. I think they're going to defy the odds here, Chase.
That's been the problem for Suarez, hasn't it? Sometimes when he's faced a woman's serve, he hasn't returned well enough off his forehand. And, you know, perhaps an opportunity to change his shot selection and his tactics when using that particular shot.
I actually had a chat to him about that, because it's something that I used to get a little tight with as well. And I asked him, you know, why he doesn't use the chip return, especially if the second serve and come in behind that, because he's got such good hands, and I think then he's playing to his strengths. And if you hit an aggressive chip, it's a shot that you can keep good control over. He's got a great pair of hands, as Bruno. So I said to him, you know, why don't you employ that shot? He said, I used to use it, but I actually lose a little bit of confidence. Once I start doing it too much, I don't believe I can then rip the return. So it's something that he's toys with every now and then, but is not really comfortable doing. Let's see if he breaks it out this evening.
So this is the third set of tennis in match 22 at the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League, presented by Qatar Airways. SFA.com UAE Royals playing at home, still in with a shout of winning the overall title, but they are playing catch-up. Max Indian Aces do have a little bit of a lead on them, 3 points in total, if the Royals can beat the DBS Singapore Slammers this evening. After 2 sets of tennis, the women's singles and the legends singles, it's 7 games apiece. So time now then for mixed doubles. Nenad Zimanic plays his first set of the evening with Kiki Mladenovic against Bruno Suarez and Daniela Hantakova.
good start for Suarez and Hantikova, who incidentally used a little forehand chip return on that occasion.
Okay, UAE Rock.
Not too many options there. Almost pulled off the hot dog. Probably would have got there if he didn't stumble initially.
15.
Nice hands.
15 good.
Well, some of the team from the Doha tournament just made the trip across to come and enjoy some tennis here in Dubai.
It's a chance for an early break here. Royals are looking good. Oh, what a return. I mean, she loves that. You see the smile there, and she'll do that all day long. She puts so much pressure on the opposition, and she can go down the line with that too. And she's been mixing it up beautifully. Couldn't have hit that any better. The UAE Royals now on something of a roll. They lead 9-7.
Lovely.
Patrols that net like a Rottweiler on guard duty to Zimonjic.
40-50. Singapore Slammers have called the happiness Cowboys.
So looking for some double trouble. Oh, Suarez and hand to Curve here. Of course, the receiver wins 2 points on the power point.
Again, he did try and take it early, but he hasn't returned the women's serve particularly well in mixed doubles throughout this competition. What a start for the Royals. How well they've turned things around here. 9 out of the last 10 games.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Thomas Burdick keeping an eye on proceedings. Good rip. All-out attack from both Mladenovic and Zimanic. That's what makes them tough to play against. Can't put a foot wrong at the moment. She's white hot. And speaking of white hot, Goran Ivanisevic has joined us on the bench. I noticed the captain's keeping a fair bit of distance there because plenty of steam still coming off you, Goran. Good stuff, buddy.
Thank you, thank you. It was really unbelievable. I thought I cannot play better than last week, but I managed somehow. I felt everything was going on my way and felt great. And I had to catch up, you know, we didn't expect this first easy win for them. So, you know, didn't look well, 6-1 after first match, so I had to try to do something good.
Yeah, you cost me some money because I said to Jason, there's no way Goran is going to beat him 6-1, 2 sets in a row.
You see? Sorry, man, but I'm not... it's okay, you can lose some money, come on.
Oh, you really dialed in. Everything that Pat's thrown at you, it isn't like Pat's been playing badly. That's what we've both seen in the booth. It's more you playing so well.
Yes, but you know, you can see in Manila he was supposed to beat me easy, and somehow I managed to win, and then everything changed after that. In Singapore I started to play better, India, and then today here I just, you know, I don't give him any time. He doesn't play bad, I just, like you said, I really, everything what I hit goes in somehow.
Goran, I saw your young daughter with you here watching Daddy play. What does she think when she sees Dad out in the center there, still competing so hard? Does she enjoy it? Does she get a real kick out of you playing tennis?
Yeah, but you know, she remembered from yesterday only the point when I fell, you know. That's the only good thing about it. Yesterday she said, Dad, how did you feel yesterday? What was wrong with you? So, but they still enjoy, you know. Even my son, you know, who's not here, but he plays tennis, so he likes me to watch, you know.
And then that's what kids will do to you, Goran, won't they? They really keep you humble, don't they?
Game UAE Royal.
Yeah, they, you know, they are future, so it's great, you know, great for her to come here to see a little competition, to see her dad still can do some tricks and move, and you know, I'm glad.
And tell me, does Dad still play a little bit of tennis with his daughter and his son?
Daughter is not interested about tennis, but my son, yes, so I play with him quite a bit.
Always nice catching up with you. Great insights as always. You're one of the great characters of the game, Goran. you're certainly one of the nicest guys, both on and off the court.
Thank you, Robbie.
I
Thank
hope
you.
it goes well today for you and the Royals.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we'll play today, Goran.
Thank you.
Slightly tougher shot, that second one. Like the return. It's kind of a little late, but got away with it. Single-handed backhand, so have to roll up and down the line over the high power of the net. Maybe should have just not crossed there, moved forwards, put the pressure on Hunter Koga.
UAE Royals lead 3-1.
It's coach's forehand. A continental grip on that. Coaches do get a bit lazy sometimes, don't they, working in the clubs? Can't bother to change grips. Been there, done that. That's a good dig. I think initially he was going to get there, but it's probably feel from Zimnic on the volley there. You see that inside-out forehand. You pop that one up and you lose the point every single time. On this court here, if you can drop it short enough, it stays low enough to be highly effective. It's a brilliant get from Hantikova. Such good anticipation.
Once again, can't put a foot wrong. It's anticipating every move. She missed a shot, she can't believe it. What was that?
Quite happening for Suarez so far in this set. Mladenovic and Zimnic have been dominant. The UAE Royals, who lead 4-1, they're 11-8 up now.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Tekker's is not as good as Brucey's, is it? But still not bad.
Cable Bash is scared. That's what I like about Nick Kyrgios. It's lovely. You definitely need someone like Kyrgios in tennis at the top of the game. Someone you'd pay good money to go and watch, right?
That brings a lot of energy to centre stage.
I think he was saying this the other day, Kokonakis as well, another good young player from Australia who he rates highly. It's been perhaps a little difficult for him because Kyrgios, of course, has taken all the spotlight, hasn't he, after doing so well at Wimbledon. But on the other hand, it might be an advantage.
Just about to say that. Sometimes it's easier to fly under the radar because you're not burdened with all those expectations.
Wait, please. Wait, please.
Let Nick have to deal with that. I'll just go about take care of my business.
Yeah, it's not like Nick's going to shy away from the spotlight, is it?
No.
Please. Game singles. UAE performance 2.
That is tennis of the highest quality. Reflex volleys right out of the top drawer. This is why these guys are two of the best in the business. And your face, they're back in yours.
Can't move her feet now. She's static. So she said JL Diaga, the captain of the Royals, wants to work on the quality of her volleys in the off-season and the start of 2015. And I think initially you've got to get really good footwork, haven't you? Be fluent at the net, be moving all of the time.
Game UAE Rose lead 5-6.
UAE Royals lead 5 games to 2. It's 12-9 now.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
Business district here in Dubai. The stadium here is about 25 to 30 minutes outside of the centre of Dubai. And of course this court's laid over a swimming pool. let's hope it's been laid properly.
Oh, he hasn't made it, has he?
Singapore service goes illegal on the left hand sideline, ball scored in.
Bruno thinks he has. No, he hasn't. That would have been one for the rocking chair. Not sure if Bruno was one of the bonus UFOs there. What he was trying to do, but did enough to put off Adenovic.
Game Singapore.
It's comfortable hold in the end. So the Slam has reduced the arrears to just 2 games in this set, and similarly, overall, the UAE Royals, who lead, are up by 2 now, 12-10. I feel she does have nice hands at the net, but where she struggles is when the ball comes quickly at her. She gets a bit static with the feet. Set point. Just enough with the volley there, I think. Hantakova might challenge, but Adenovic thinks she might have missed it, actually. Pulled out. So that was rather wasteful. Another chance to make amends here, because this is the deciding point, so of course it's still set point. Oh, that's good teamwork. But once Suarez times the return to perfection there, deals with the faster serve a lot better than the slower one. So the Royals lead 5 games to 4. It's 12-11 now.
Sponsored by Bet365. Sponsored by Bet365.
quite move quickly enough there. Mladenovic has had a lot of success with either the return or the ground strokes thereafter. She's gone down the line in the doubles. No problem ducking as the ball goes out.
It's a much better shot. You've got to put spin on it, tougher to volley. It's dipping viciously like that.
UAE Rose and all the happiness power points.
So no discussion needed there. This is precisely the right time to use the power points. So this becomes set points for the Royals. Oh, nicely done. That's a wonderful combination. Got the move up the court there to take the second shot out of the air. Excellent use of the power points. Novak Djokovic is in the house to see the UAE Royals take a 13-11 lead.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Sponsored by William Hill, the World Darts Championship starts Thursday, live only on the Sky Sports Darts channel.
If, like me, you enjoy catching up on any news that you've missed, then we have got a great new service that you will love. Sky News is now on Catch Up TV, so you can watch all the latest stories whenever you want. Plus, there are special programs on everything from technology to showbiz. And you can even relive those amazing moments from the past. Easy, and it's free for Sky TV customers. And hopefully, Sky TV presenters.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
So tighter sets for the first time this evening, won by Ziminic and Mladenovic. So that gives the UAE Royals a two-game lead. But of course, 2 games is nothing really with 2 sets still to play. I think this could be the crucial set. I mean, Novak Djokovic has to be the favourite against Thomas Berdych, but remember he's already been beaten by Joe Wilfried Tsonga this week. He was beaten by Roger Federer last week, so, you know, he is beatable, there's no question about that, but Zimnic and Cilic have combined well in the doubles, and Hewitt and Kyrgios, Robbie, have been so up and down, we don't quite know what to expect from them, do we?
You're spot on. Nick, the serve is not going to come back, but we've seen him have problems when guys have returned well against him, and then he's got to make 2 or 3 volleys behind the serve. So look for Rusty to be really proactive in the forecourt, both when Nick is serving and especially when he's returning.
Time. Change of balls, please.
So all sets for the third set in this one. Could prove to be decisive. Men's doubles. I don't quite know what to expect.
Singapore service to serve.
Kyrgios, although they do get on well. They've developed quite a bond here. And when playing well, they do combine very nicely indeed.
There's his calling card.
And very quick. Give that to the opposition, rightly so. It's an area in which you can improve, isn't it? Quality of the volleying.
Definitely. That's why I think he should play a little bit of doubles, especially at this stage in his career. It can only do him the world of good.
It's always important to have a look at how effective all of these players have been for their teams. So if you keep an eye on how many sets they've played for each of the teams and how many games they've won, because of course in this format every game counts, you can then come up with an average for each player in terms of game per set played. And if you look at Hewitt and Kyrgios, here's their numbers. Kyrgios is averaging 3.33 games a set. Hewitt 2.86. Are those good enough numbers, Robbie, to get a spot on a team next year?
I don't think so. I think 4 and above, in contention. Definitely 5, you're guaranteed your spot. I think 5 and some change, you're asking for a raise.
I mean, if you put that into perspective for you, look at the UAE Royals. Worst player on their team is averaging 4.67 games a set. So that's over 4.5. That's Caroline Wozniacki, who hasn't played particularly well for the Royals. But if you look at who they're up against this evening, Zimnic 4.7. Not bad. And of course, Marin Cilic 5.1. Good number. Amazing, really. We shall go on. Ivanisevic win earlier today. He's averaging 5.14 a set now. Kristina Mladenovic is doing well, 4.91.
What a shot. Abbreviated take back, so effective. Taking the return early.
Singapore Slammers have called happiness power points.
It's Hewitt's favourite serve, isn't it? That little slider.
Both him and Kyrgios like that one. And Nick obviously got the big height advantage, able to exploit that angle even more so than Rusty.
Got away with it, but it's not the volley to play, is it, when you cross that? If you open the textbook, page 1, it'll tell you that you have to go through the opponent who's closest to the net in a situation like that.
Why is that?
Because they have less time to react.
Oh, that's a tough shot to pull off. So little court to work with.
Had to be perfect.
Good
serving. Definitely the delivery you're looking for against Cilic. The one to the forehand. Mix that up into the body, and you quit in. It's 14-13.
Get the pressure on them now, fellas.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Whether you care to admit it lately or not, I am an important part of your life. You are an important part of mine. You and I are bound, somehow.
Brand new Elementary.
I kind of feel like hugging you right now.
Tuesday at 9 on Sky Living HD, or catch up on demand.
Sponsored by Bet365.
It's a lovely body. With Kyrgios to fake there. He bought it. Hook, line and sinker.
Singapore Slammers score. Sensor. Ball score in.
Just by much, stood it.
Such a brave cross. That's one of his greatest strengths. Jason was talking about it a little earlier. The timing of the cross was so good. So just 2 games in it. Look at that end total there, 15-13.
Lots of good energy from the Australians for the DBS Singapore Slammers. They lead 3-2. It's 15-14.
Sponsored by Bet365. Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports. Sponsored by Bet365.
Decisive shot selection there. Easy to swing on that high-flying volley, but he hits that one well.
He uses the body weight, the momentum going forward to generate the pace.
That's where a world-class doubles player wouldn't have gone for the power, could have dropped it short, down to the feet, wouldn't have swung at it. And that's where Kyrgios needs to improve, and can. So it's nice to have areas of your game in which you can improve when you're as good as Nick is already, right? That's the volley. No swing. Down to the feet of the opposition. Perfect.
And again, the second shot of Nick's over here, it's not about pace. You can't go through the guys when the ball's on you so quickly. Slow and low. Slow and low.
Three apiece. Oh yes, perfect.
Another combination of shots. Slow and low. This return is textbook here, and he's got all the time in the world. He's drawn Leighton in. Denied him rhythm. Just tapped the talent.
So good, that shot.
Anything to the forehand there, especially with Leighton's slider. It's one of the best in the business. Be using that even on the second serve. Sneaky good. He was in his pomp, his serve.
Tennis. Volley from Zimanic, but then read well by Hewitt. It's a verdict, just warming up, some footwork drills, strength, some stretching with his fitness coach there, getting ready for his singles with Novak Djokovic next. Nicely done. Right shot at the right time there, throughout the course of the rally.
Lack of pace on that serve, just a little.
UAE Rose for the happiness now.
very nicely indeed. Playing some good tennis. Amped for this one. Slammers lead 4-3. The Royals lead 16-15 now.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Whether you care to admit it lately or not, I am an important part of your life. You are an important part of mine. You and I are bound, somehow.
Brand new Elementary.
I kind of feel like hugging you right now.
Tuesday at 9 on Sky Living HD or catch up on demand.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Gotta make that shot. Missed that by much. That was good reactions there. Nice court coverage too from Hewitt. Still training hard in the gym every morning. Says the body's feeling pretty decent after all the operations. Feels he's got at least one more year in him.
Cheeky, very good. Versatility. You need to when you're not the biggest guy in the world. All your way through opponents, so you got to use guile. Finally getting the dipper to work.
So a chance here to break. Let's go return. Good combination there from the old one and the young one. It's the Slammers who lead 5-3. They've done very well here to draw level. Look at the overall score, 16 games apiece now. This is one of the better sets of tennis we've seen from Kyrgios and Hewitt, and as we suggested earlier at the beginning of the match, they have been rather up and down. When they're on, very difficult to beat in this format. They have combined incredibly well this evening. With this, set point for the Slammers. Good set of tennis. Puts the DBS Singapore Slammers in the driving seat now with just one set to play. They win the men's doubles 6 games to 3. They lead 17-16 now.
Sponsored by Bet365.
If, like me, you enjoy catching up on any news that you've missed, then we have got a great new service that you will love. Sky News is now on Catch-Up TV, so you can watch all the latest stories whenever you want. Plus, there are special programs on everything from technology to showbiz. And you can even relive those amazing moments from the past. Easy, and it's free for Sky TV customers. And hopefully, Sky TV presenters.
This Christmas with Sky Store, sit back, relax and get the whole family together with these festive family favorites.
This is the Polar Express!
The Grinch! Stand back and Operation Santa Claus is coming to town.
There's no time for a bow!
There's always time for a bow!
Celebrate the festive season with Sky.
This Christmas, all new adventure awaits.
5, 6, 7, 8!
Relax, everybody, I'm here.
Batman!
All you have to do is believe, then you will see everything. With Sky Movies On Demand, discover more than 1,000 movies the whole family can enjoy.
To infinity and beyond!
Step into the adventure with Sky Movies this Christmas.
2 crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Very good set of tennis. Nice first serve percentage at 64. Benchmark's usually 65. You can see how effective it was because we had some nice crossing at the net. So good teamwork overall. The ratio of winners to unforced errors, they kept it nice and tight, especially early on. And of course, that's so important when you're playing against a good pair. They played the big points well too. So it's not easy to blow Zimonjic and Cilic away, but they did that this evening. Combined beautifully as a pair. And they won the sets in a little under 20 minutes. Well, Robbie, that tees things up beautifully. If you were Josh Eagle on the bench of the DBS Singapore Slammers, how many games would you have wanted going into a match against Novak Djokovic?
Probably 3. I think 6-3 set is very doable for Berdych, and especially in the short format of the game. We've said it a number of times, it's a lot easier for the lower ranked player to cause the upset.
But I guess, given that they've only won 2 matches overall, any lead is a bonus, right?
Can't argue with that.
And of course, Novak Djokovic unbeaten by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, lost a classic to Roger Federer in New Delhi. It was a real privilege to be courtside for that. The first time that both Novak and Roger had played in India. Kind of 15,000 or so fans that were just going nuts. And the quality of tennis there was incredible on a very difficult court to play on. And then, of course, Novak was beaten by Joe-Wilfried Tsonga again. Frenchman played lights out in that thing to get the win. So I think this evening, it's up to Novak to reproduce the kind of form, so him finish this season as the world #1. His team need him, and of course, that's always nice. So, JLD are the captain of the UAE Royals.
UAE Royals
knowing that they might need a strong finish this evening. Remember, they need to beat the Slammers this evening to tee up tomorrow's match against the Aces as the decider for the title. So everything's still very much to play for here this evening. And of course, Novak Djokovic is playing for the home team.
Lovely. It's going to be a little tight, knowing that he has to win in order for his team to win.
He's the world #1. I think like this responsibility.
UAE rules challenging the call on the near side of the ball.
Him to win.
Well, the only reason I ask you that, because he's out of his comfort zone. Having to play short juices, having to play lets. He's only got one set to settle into it, Jason.
Of course, every time he step on the court, everyone wants to be the world #1, right? We saw that with Tsonga. He played his best set of tennis in the whole competition when he came up against Novak. We saw it with Roger Federer last week, right? Quality of tennis there was incredibly good. So Burdyk's going to go out there this evening and want to beat him, you know, build up his confidence.
I guess if you're part of the Royals, Novak Djokovic, the fact that you're serving first is always nice. And, one break would be good, probably, to get the job done. 6-3 set, if that were the case.
I guess the other thing you've got to take into consideration is the speed of the court. It's nice and slow, isn't it? And one thing that perhaps he won't particularly like is that the ball bounces quite low here, but it's got to help Djokovic over Burdyk, right?
Yeah, I think so. 4-2. Better to defend, a lot of balls back and play tough for Burdyk at winners against Djokovic. Not too sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Thomas Burdyk is unable to read that ground stroke of Djokovic at all. So back on level pegging here.
15. Out. 40. Game, Singapore. One game. Love it.
Player trusts his game. Just missed that same shot on the previous point, but knows how to make the adjustment instantly.
30-50. 40-15.
Shots improved over the years. He was struggling big time with the serve about 5 or 6 years ago.
UAE
Look at the amount of spin, the shape that he gets on that inside-in forehand.
UAE Rose lead 2-1.
So a nice, decent start by the Royals. It's 18-all now.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Not the range yet on his returns. It's Novak.
You haven't said that too often, right? Great tennis.
Love to see that from Burdick. Saying it for a while now. He's got great feel in the forecourt. He needs to come in more, man, especially against players like Djokovic and Nadal and Murray who defend so well.
Every time.
If he doesn't come back, they'll work their way back into the point. They're such good athletes.
Singapore Slammers.
Big tennis, that is. Two apiece.
I think it's one of those line-licking serves. Yep.
Absolutely perfect. It's a tight set of tennis. We thought it might be. Couldn't have wished for any more in the overall score. It's 19 games all now.
Is that yours?
Sponsored by Bet365.
Whether you care to admit it lately or not, I am an important part of your life. You are an important part of mine. You and I are bound, somehow.
Brand new Elementary.
I kind of feel like hugging you right now.
Tuesday at 9 on Sky Living HD or catch up on demand.
Sponsored by Bet365.
So score on the singles is 3 games to 2. It's 19 games apiece. So what happens, Robbie, if the UAE Royals, Novak Djokovic, wins this set 6 games to 5? So the scores would be level then, right? What happens then?
We go straight into a super shootout, Jason, and it's these same 2 guys that will contest it.
For those that haven't seen it before, what's a super shootout?
Well, it takes place over 7 minutes, and the player that's leading after 7 minutes wins the whole thing for the team. It's that simple. So it's time sensitive.
50. And who plays in the super shootout? Is that a team's captain's decision? Can he put anyone in there?
No, it's a fixed decision. It's a predetermined, and it'll always be the men's singles. So these guys will stay out there. Nice and simple.
Sign me up for one of those then, please.
30-15. That's what a lot of people were saying. Except those on the Royals bench. I want to see Novak get this one done without having to go into a super shootout. Big.
He's playing so well, isn't he? But again, it's a similar scenario to Joe Wilfried Tsonga. You have no pressure on you when you play against the best player on the planet. So you can go out there, open your shoulders. If you're going to go down all guns blazing. That game plan works well for the likes of Tsonga and Burdick.
Makes it so difficult to hit winners against him. So we've got a power point here. This one counts double for the receiver.
Beautifully done. It was a great return, wasn't it? Djokovic neutralised that first serve so well. I'll be disappointed he wasn't able to make more of the rally thereafter. But Burdick kept his cool when it really mattered. 3 apiece now, 2019 to the Slammers.
15 left.
The play. Often don't speak enough about how good he is when volleying. Great technique on the backhand. Very natural for a guy who's got a double-handed backhand. Nice touch too.
Game for UAE. UAE Rose points to 3.
Royals lead, 4 games to 3.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Played in a good atmosphere this evening. Players have responded in kind too. So here's Burdick serving at 3-4.
This is the dangerous game for Burdick here. Djokovic has had a couple of games now to get used to the speed of the ball off the surface on the return. See too many cheap points coming off misreturn from Novak in this game. It's just the inclination that I have.
Superb return, took it so early. Caught Burdick by surprise. He was expecting the inside-out return there. So here's the chance that Djokovic has been looking for. Keeps Burdick in the hunt. What a sort of game this has been. Big and bold. Hit the spots. Djokovic can't get a racket on the ball. From both players there. Left the slice back initially from Burdick. He stayed so low, but so Djokovic is at his very best. At the end of his comfort zone, full stretch. He can defend so aggressively and so well. Chance here. It's turned into a golden opportunity. Believe it. He's got a challenge, he wants to be absolutely sure, but it's not the first time that Burdick's second serve has let him down under pressure against his peers.
Oh, sorts. And the first see at the tail end of the season there. It's when Raonic served 2 or 3 double faults, trailing 5-6 in the deciding set there, and broke a racket. That's how disappointed he was with himself. But again, I don't like the fact that he's going for that kicker out wide.
15 Djokovic serving for the sets, 5 games to 3. The UAE Royals lead 21-20. So hold here, and it's job done as far as the home team are concerned. great return that was.
15-3.
How did he find such an amazing angle?
Like that. No, did not see this coming after playing a good game. Expected him to close it out. Always the toughest game is the last one.
Controls the ball beautifully when he's hitting corner to corner. He selects the most sensible target and he's able to draw the error. Still break point though. Nicely. The UAE Royals now points away from victory. But of course, this is a deciding point, so it's still break point for Burdick. Error off the Djokovic backhands.
UAE Royals lead 5 games to 4.
So a let-off for the DBS Singapore Slammers. Thomas Burdick still in it. The UAE Royals lead 5-4, but it's 21 apiece now.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Two crucial games from the top and bottom of the championship.
Derby laying down a marker. The battle for belief. An absolute pleasure to watch.
A Sky Bet Championship double tonight and tomorrow, live only on Sky Sports.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Reminder that if the UAE Royals don't win this match, the overall match this evening, Max Indian Aces are crowned champions. So the Royals have to win this match against the Slammers to go into their match with the Aces tomorrow with an outside chance of winning the overall title. Under that much pressure to go down the line there. That's the shot that Djokovic was trying to tempt Burdick into playing.
UAE Royals charging the call on the right side. Ball's called. 30-15.
The comeback. I think the vast majority of fans here at the stadium, and perhaps many at home too, thought this set was done and dusted when Djokovic served for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes.
Games all.
Shootout will now be
The
played.
Singapore Slammers who lead now, 22-21. So this is a shootout, time sensitive, 5 minutes on the clock. Djokovic needs to win it to take us into a super shootout. Burdick wins the shootout. The Micromax Indian Aces are crowned champions of the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League.
Singapore Slammers challenging the call, right
Burdick thinks it
baseline.
missed, so he's
Ball's
challenging the
called
call.
in.
It's a big point, this one. Oh, he's missed it. What a great challenge that was.
Singapore Slammers. Singapore Slammers have called their happiness PowerPoint.
So this one counts double for Burdick. What a huge point this is. Can you believe it?
Wait please. UAE Royals challenging the call on the near side.
Djokovic is challenging his serve just in case it missed. Clock's been stopped, obviously. What a stroke of luck for Burdick and the Slammers.
Yes!
Oh!
Beautiful.
Can you believe it? And it's 2
4-1.
points on serve.
Singapore Slammers.
Now that he's stolen from Djokovic, so he'll be serving with a 4-1 lead now with Burdick.
Wait, please,
and the
wait, please.
Singapore Slammers.
UAE Royals have called their happiness PowerPoint.
So this point counts double for Djokovic and how he needs it.
Singapore Slammers.
Isn't the best return Djokovic has ever made, but it was good enough. And he's back in the hunt now. It's 4-3 Burdick. Turn things around in this shootout. Remember, Djokovic was 4-1 down about a minute or so ago, and now, with just about 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock, he leads 5-4.
What a point from both guys. I thought the chip from Novak was exquisite. The movement from Burdick to close that volley down while the ball was still above the heart of the net was brilliant.
Minute 45 on the clock. And you can't believe he's tried that shot.
6-5.
How would you do that?
UAE Royals.
Especially when you're
Singapore
attacking
Slammers
so
have
well.
called a second happiness PowerPoint.
So he didn't use his power point during the set, so he's got an additional one to use in the shootout.
and he's won it. What an error from Djokovic there.
7-6.
He uses both
Singapore
service
Slammers.
points. And it's all changed now.
7-6 to Burdick.
.45 left on the clock. Brilliant return from Djokovic initially there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next point will decide
7-all. And
the
there's
shootout.
about 15 seconds left on the clock. So this point will decide the shootout. Djokovic must win it for the Royals to stand a chance.
Game, set.
He gets a left court on his second serve on the deciding point in the shootout against the world #1, Novak Djokovic. And then kept his nerve when it mattered most to seal the victory. Some of the best tennis we've seen from Thomas Berdych in this competition so far.
On the other side, the ball was called in.
Oh, I tell you what, what's happening here, Robbie?
Well, there was a challenge, but with all the pandemonium breaking out, Djokovic just wanted that left court serve checked. It's well in.
It's well in, and it's bad news. The UAE Royals. So the overall score of tonight's match, given that Berdych has been able to beat Djokovic in the shootout there, 6-5, means that the DBS Singapore Slammers have beaten the UAE Royals 23-21. And that, Robbie, of course, means the Micromax Indian Aces are champions. Well, such an exciting finish this evening. And of course, delight for the Micromax Indian Aces. They've been the best team overall in the competition, and they deserve to be crowned champions.
Too true. The base level of play from all their players have been exemplary. So let's go down courtside. Craig Willis is with the party spoiler, Thomas Berdych.
Thomas, you almost look shell-shocked after the shootout at 5 minutes. It's all level. It came down to one single point. How were you feeling?
Great. I mean, it was a fun, no, guys? I hope you enjoy it. That's all what matters. And, you know, we played some couple of good balls. And, I mean, it's great, actually, to win, you know, have a win like that. And just feel good.
I'm sure you do. And the whole team was celebrating. What was the encouragement like? You're out here on court, but you can hear your team supporting you.
Oh, it's great, really. I mean, my team is really doing a great job, you know, and I'm happy for all the support that I'm getting from them, and I'm trying to reward them with some wins, and yeah, that's what counts, that's what matters, and yeah, we're enjoying it.
We're enjoying watching you play, Thomas. I'll let you go and cool down. You look like you've been working, and you have been working very hard out there tonight. I've got the coach here of the Singapore DBS Slammers, Joshua Eagle. Gee, you've got a big grin on your face. How is the tension on the bench? You're sitting right amongst the team, the players. It came down to the finale.
Oh, well, it did, Craig, and it's been a tough road for us, really. We haven't won that many matches, but boy, I mean, you're playing the world's #1. It's never easy. But Thomas, he's been great all season, and I'm really proud of him that he got through and won that match. So yeah, like, and also for our team, it's been a bit of a grind, not winning as many matches as we would have liked. But yeah, good to get a win against the Royals.
And I thought Daniela Hantakova played some of her best tennis tonight.
Hasn't she been good, Daniela? She's really improved over the last few weeks. So happy for her. Both her and Thomas have been great. They've been working so hard and really deserve all the success.
The old warhorse Leighton Hewitt teaming up with the new young gun, the wunderkind of Australian tennis, is standing right behind you. In Nick Kyrgios, I can see them with a long future in doubles.
Yeah, look, yeah, absolutely. Nick's he's of the new generation, and Leighton's certainly of the old. So it's a good mix of youth and some old, mature age tennis there from Leighton. But yeah, look, you know, again, I'm pleased they hung in there because those big Croatians and Serbs have been sending some rockets down. So it was a good win.
It was indeed. Well done to you and the DBS Singapore Slammers. Josh, go and enjoy.
Thanks, Craig.
That's a good effort. There's Mahesh Bhupri, who's obviously in charge of the whole competition. His dream child, really. Started 2 or 3 years ago. He's brought it to fruition this year, and what an end to it, really. And of course, the Indians winning as well. So that's a nice touch. But what a set of tennis that was, Robbie. And some of the best tennis I've seen from Burdick in the last few weeks.
And of course, his forays forward, I thought, was so crucial. 4 or 6 points, one at the net. I mean, he did get lucky with a couple of huge leg courts that really did disrupt Novak's flow on the returns. And certainly things that went the way of Burdick tonight. And they have to in order to beat the best player on the planet. You can't only rely on skill alone. The best players in any sport will tell you that they need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, so nice to see him being so aggressive. Just a 1-4 drop shot, and hopefully he remembers that. Thinks about that next time he comes up against the likes of Djokovic in a big tournament, a Masters 1000 or a Grand Slam. So the overall score is the DBS Singapore Slammers 23, the UAE Royals 21. Started so well for the Slammers, didn't it? Daniela Hantakova played phenomenally well against Caroline Wozniacki, who's been a little disappointing for my money in this competition so far. She was subbed. Kiki Mladenovic came in, played a little better, but just won the one game. Then Goran Ivanisevic played, I think, his best set of tennis in the whole competition to beat Pat Rafter again, 6 games to 1. Then a bit of mixed doubles. Zimonjić and Mladenovic beat Suarez and Hantakova 6 games to 4. So things were looking good for the Royals. Then Zimonjić and Cilic lost to Hewitt and Kyrgios. I think that was a big turning point, wasn't it, Robbie? Because Hewitt and Kyrgios combined so well. They were amped for that one.
By far and away the best double set of tennis from those two guys. And then I guess JL Diogo would have signed for that one-game deficit, given that he had Novak in his pocket. But Burdick was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question you take a lead into that last set when you've got Djokovic, and then he goes and serves for the set, right? You put your house on him. Cleaning up there wasn't to be. So, confirmation of the fact that given the Micromax Indian Aces won earlier today against the Manila Mavericks, and the UAE Royals were beaten this evening by the DBS Singapore Slammers, the Micromax Indian Aces are crowned champions of the Coca-Cola International Premier Tennis League, presented by Qatar Airways, and deservedly so.
They have been very good over the last 18 days or so, and the UAE Royals will be bitterly disappointed. But Singapore was showing their owners and their fans that they weren't here to make up the numbers.
Yeah, just the 3rd win in this competition for the Slammers this evening. So we've got 2 matches for you tomorrow. It's the last day, remember, of the competition. Match 23 starts at 4 o'clock local time. The Slammers against the Mavericks, and then match 24, the last, 7:30 local time, UAE Royals against the Micromax Indian Aces. Well, I hope you enjoyed our coverage. An exciting match to get us off there late in the evening here, but disappointment, of course, for the home team, the UAE Royals. For Robbie Koenig, I've been Jason Goodall. We very much look forward to your company for our last 2 matches tomorrow, 4 o'clock local time. Until then, it's bye for now.
Sponsored by Bet365.